Hey guys, today was my third chemo infusion. So I had two of the chemo drugs and then the one immunotherapy drug. Next week I'll have one chemo drug again, and then the following week will be off, so no chemo infusions. I look forward to those weeks. I'm feeling good tonight. Today was a long day. We got to the hospital for blood tests at around 6:30 this morning, and then I had a meeting with the oncologist, and then 7 or 8 hours of infusion, so we didn't get back home till after 6 in the evening. Yeah, feeling good, like I said. New news today: one of the drugs, Gemzar, is kind of hard on your veins. So my one vein on my right arm has become kind of hard and painful. So we switched arms today, but next week I'm going to get a port installed, which is basically a way to access your veins without having to poke your veins every time. So it's like a little node that'll sit below my skin, and they can access it with needles there. Still might be a little bit of pain from that drug, but should help with protecting my veins at least. So, you know, not that I'm enthusiastic about getting a port, but that should be a good, the benefits should outweigh the cons on that. Other than that, we asked about strengthening my bones. You know, I want to get active again and lift weights and do things, not back to pre-cancer levels, but just to preserve some of my strength and muscle mass and weight moving forward. So they're going to refer me to another doctor specifically about what I can do to work out, but also next week I'll get an infusion related to strengthening my bones. And so we have to look at the pros and cons of that as well. But happy with all that. Again, I won't have my next scan until whatever 9 weeks is from the start of the chemo treatment. So that's when we'll really know. I'm losing my hair at this point. Some hair is falling out. It's getting thinner. So I thought I'd indulge you guys with my your last peek, maybe not last peek, at my elegantly disheveled hair. You know, so enjoy it while it lasts. And I'll probably get a haircut soon to look normal for a little bit longer, and then if it keeps falling out and looking super thin, I'll just buzz it off. Trying to soak it up and make a few more videos for the kids while I still have the hair. And it'll grow back. You know, in the scheme of things, it's not a big deal, but I've heard it can affect you psychologically because you look so different. So we'll see how that goes. Points of prayer, you know, I think we're all, you know, we all got a lot on our plate. Rachel's taken a lot on. She's been wonderful. You know, I think she's really digging into the Lord, I think. But it's also just a heavy burden, right? Both emotionally and then practically speaking, right? Having to take on a little bit more responsibility when she already did a lot. So use prayer there. So grateful for friends and family still who do so much for us. Rachel's parents have been amazing. My mom and her husband came down this weekend as well and helped with some things. It was nice to even just visit with them. And then other friends have been coordinating a lot of different things. Another point of prayer, I've met some friends during my time in the infusion center. One gentleman that I connected with a few weeks ago during my first infusion named Ryan. He's kind of facing a lot. So hopefully you see this, Ryan, but if people could pray for Ryan. He's also dealing with cancer as well as other health issues. So kind of a lot came on him at once. So please lift him up in your prayers. He's a fellow believer. My friend Hector, and then a gentleman I met today named Skip and his wife. They could all use prayer for their cancer treatment. And then, you know, prayer for me as well. You know, I still struggle with things. Sometimes I struggle with frustration. You know, I hope, I could use prayer for the treatment to be effective, and sleep. It's been hard to sleep lately. Just, I guess that's a side effect of the chemo too. So probably could come up with an endless list, but grateful to have all of you out there. And like always, like, all of this is in the Lord's hands. It's not beyond that, but one of the ways he shows us love is through the people he puts in our lives and the expertise of the doctors and those things. So it's not we trust in those things in themselves, but recognize that that's all a part of God's plan. So anyway, just a quick update. Love you guys. Thank you so much for following along, and we'll talk again soon.